Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Tasha, and today we're going to talk about 5 reasons to go on a cruise in 2019. Stay tuned. Hey guys, well, I went on my first cruise in 2009. And since then, I pretty much go on a cruise every year. Well, I guess I've been on 6 cruises since then, so one every other year. But if I could, I would go on a cruise at least 2 or 3 times a year because I just love it. The first reason I like going on cruises is you get a lot of value for your money. Typically, if you go on a cruise for 7 days, you might be able to go to 6 different destinations. Me and my sister went on a cruise to the Southern Caribbean from Puerto Rico. So we ported out of Puerto Rico and we went to 6 different destinations. We went to St. Kitts, St. Martin, St. Thomas, which was my favorite. And it was amazing. Although you only usually get to spend about 6 to 8 hours in a port, I feel like you do get a good taste of what the island has to offer. So as I stated, St. Thomas is one of my favorite places, was one of my favorite places that we went to on that Southern Caribbean cruise. So that's maybe one place that I would just like to fly back to. We took a cruise January, and it was a Riviera cruise to Mexico, and we went to Cabo. And I would definitely say that's one place that I could go to again because since it was in January, it was still cold, maybe like the first 3 days of the cruise. So I would like to go back one day. The second reason to go on a cruise in 2019 is because you get a lot of adventure. As I stated, in that 7-day Southern Caribbean cruise that we went to, that was the most adventurous cruise that we have been on. We went to St. Kitts, St. Thomas, St. Croix, and we did some snorkeling from the catamaran. We did Segway tours on our trail. That was interesting. So with the different excursions that you get to go on, you definitely get to do a lot of adventure. And although I can't swim, for some reason, I love to do a lot of the water activities, but I think I could probably save myself, so I'll just continue to do it. The third reason to go on a cruise is entertainment. You have, similar to Broadway shows, they have comedy shows with family friendly and adult. You also have singers that come in. On this one cruise, they had this guy that came in and he sounded just like Lionel Richie. It was really good. Although some of the shows are not as good because I have fallen asleep on one or so, but that's usually because you're doing so much adventure. Maybe I was just a little tired that day. I don't know if you would call casinos entertainment, but it is fun to go into the casinos. They got the blackjack tournaments and the slot tournaments, which I love to do. Throughout the cruise, they also have dancing activities. So they might have salsa dancing, line dancing, Zumba during the day. And even at the lounges, they might have other singers that come in and play the piano. You could just sit in there and relax and have your drink. That's always nice. And you get to meet other people within the cruise as well. The fourth reason to take a cruise in 2019 is the relaxation. One thing that I'm always looking forward to doing when I go on a cruise is the spa packages. Whether it's the hot stones or Swedish massage, I just love it. They also have a serenity area to where for adults only, they usually have a sauna that you can go into. One other thing I like to do is walking. If any of you guys know me, you know I always have my Fitbit on, and I usually walk the different trails that they have on the cruise. It's usually about 2 miles if you go around 2.5 times. But I usually take maybe an hour, hour and a half, and just turn my music on and walk. And, I'm looking at the ocean and the breeze and the sun and people watching. So that's always fun as well. The fifth reason to take a cruise in 2019 is the food. Y'all, when I go on these cruises, that is the main thing that I'm looking forward to is eat, eat, eat. The buffets, the main dining, they usually have pizza bars, ice cream bars to where you can eat pretty much 24 hours a day. At nighttime, you can, get dressed up and go to dinner. And you usually having about 3 to 4 courses that night. You're going to have an appetizer, an entree, and a main. And even within that, you can usually pick about one or two, or really however many you want to have. And, let's say it's something on there that you haven't had before. You can still get a main dish and maybe get that to try something new. So that's always nice. Even though I eat so much on the cruise, for some reason, I never seem to gain weight. Maybe it's all that walking that I do, but I just love the food. As you can see, I love going on cruises. You get a lot of value for your money, you get adventure, the food, the relaxation. A couple of other reasons to go on a cruise is you get to meet a lot of people. As I stated, my first cruise I went on in 2009 through a travel group, the Great Living, and I still talk to a few people that I met on that cruise. Another cruise that I went on, I met a lady, and now we're pen pals. She lives in Florida, and we write from time to time to see how each other is doing. So if you've been on a cruise before, drop down in the comments and tell me what was the best place you went on a cruise. And if you haven't been on a cruise before, let me know if you're interested in going on one. Next, how many days would you like to go on a cruise? I've been on 6 cruises, and I've been between 3 to 7 days, and now I'm ready for 14. And maybe even when I retire, I could see myself retiring to a cruise and living on a cruise ship. I could. So drop down in the comments and leave me some messages. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.